Now, last week I gave you an assignment to do. Some of you did it, some of you don't. So right now I'm going to explain it, what you were supposed to do for that assignment. Let me make this compartir. Okay, here right now. Now this is last week. We still in this topic, right? Opportunity cost. Now next class I'll try to move on and go to the other topic. I'm spending too much time on this topic. Okay, now opportunity cost. Now Miss Natalia, what she did was something like this, and I'm not gonna say that it's not correct, but I gave you some information for you to create something like it was already in the assignment, the previous assignment. Remember the what's his name? Mark's decision grid. In Mark's decision grid, this is Karen's. Now over here in this example, she needs to decide whether to wake up early or spend time sleeping at home. So she needs to, next week or today or next day she has a test, but she needs to decide whether to remain sleeping or wake up early in order to start studying and try to get a good grade. So over here now, if you decide to not to spend time or to do not wake up early in the morning, that means that her cost is gonna be that she's not going to get a good grade. And the benefits that he's going to get is that he's gonna wake up very rested, happy, and he's gonna feel good because he sleep what he's supposed to sleep. Now, if he would have decided to wake up at around, let's say, 2 a.m. in the morning, maybe his benefit is gonna be that he's going to get a good grade on his test. Okay, but what is going to pay for that? What is the opportunity cost? The opportunity cost is gonna be that he is not going to enjoy his bed sleeping at that time in the morning. So is gonna pay that price in order to get a good grade next day in his test. Now over here, there's another form. Now I ask you, you need to create 3 columns. I'm trying to give you a pattern. That's why I send you already how you're supposed to put, but you can, like over here, they did it differently. But the thing is over here, you don't see any amount. Do you see any numbers? No, you don't see any numbers. But for your decision, you have to give some amount of numbers, or you need to weight how much this option is going to be according to the other one. So that's why I gave you those kind of options. Now over here, let's move on and let's go. Okay. We spoke already about this example. Max, remember, he's available only 6 hours. 6 hours available, and he needs to decide whether to spend the time with his friends or spend the time at home studying. Why? Because he wants to enter to this university, Pine Tree State University, but he needs to get, at the beginning he decided to study 3 hours, and the other 3 extra hours gonna spend it with his friends. But that is not enough. He really needs to get B+, and in order to get B+, he needs to study. So that would be his marginal benefit going from here, from B to B+ is gonna be 1 extra hour, okay? And his marginal cost over here, going from here to here, is that he's going to lose 1 hour if he decided to take this one, 4 extra hours. Why? Because he needs to get B+ in order to enter to that university. So his marginal benefit is gonna be 1, and his marginal cost is gonna be, he's going to lose 1 hour of he decided to spend it with their friends. Okay, that is the concept of marginal. Okay, over here now let's move on. This is the assignment that I gave you last week. Remember, he needs to decide, he really wants to enter to the basketball team. But he has another option. However, each hour of his practice is an hour he could have spent working an after-school job. But he really wants to enter to this basketball, okay? Now we need to create a decision-making grid. Decision-making grid is and I gave you already some information. This is the extra information that I gave you. Okay, per hour, if you decided to go to that job, extra hour job after school, it's gonna spend 4 hours, $20. They're gonna pay him $20 per hour. Now the marginal, that's gonna be the amounts that you're gonna use it in the last column. Now in the middle column, that's gonna be the benefits. We're gonna use it using a percentage. We're gonna use percentage, okay? For instance, if he enters, it's gonna be 95%. If he's not really entering, it's gonna be like 80%, and so on, okay? Now, on the options, the choices are 5 hours. Remember, he only have 5 hours, extra hours in order for him either to practice or use it to enter to this job and earn some money that he really needs, okay? Now, this is my decision grid. My decision making grid. This is mine, okay? What Natalia did is okay. It's fine. What she did, it was okay. But the thing is, we need to give amounts. Why? Because after you complete this chart, like this one over here, after you complete this chart, you have to create a graphic. You need to create a graphic. Okay, you have to create a graphic. Remember, you have 2 lines, the Y and L, the Y and X. I think the X is the horizon and the vertical is the Y. So this is gonna be your X. This is gonna be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you're gonna compare it with this one, the benefit first, and then the other one is gonna be, the other line is gonna be this one with opportunity costs. And at the end, it's gonna be like a cross, and what they call it, curves. Okay, don't worry, we'll see it over here. Now, okay, we have 8 minutes and have to go faster. So I created something like this, Natalia. Okay, the first hour. Oh, sorry. So if he only dedicated only 1 hour, and the other time, his possibility to enter is gonna be very rare chances. 2 hours, possible chances. 3 hours, fair chance, and I gave him like percentage, okay, over here. And 4 hours, a good chances, definitely if he dedicated only his 5 hours of practice, is going to get 95% on, he really is going to enter to that basketball team. Now, what is gonna be the opportunity cost of entering? Daniel, I'm gonna ask you a question. What is gonna be the opportunity cost? Opportunity cost if he decides to invest his time on his 5 hours, only practicing basketball. What is gonna be his opportunity cost?
I don't know, teacher.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
Who knows what is gonna be his opportunity cost? Juan Carlos, do you know?
He will lose the money, the 100.
Definitely. You see, what Cassis? Now,
Yes.
his benefit that he's going to enter. That's gonna be his benefit, but his opportunity cost is that he is not going to earn this amount of money. Now, if you use it the other way, if he decides not to enter and dedicate all his time and working his benefit is gonna be, that is at the end of the week, he's gonna get $100, but he wouldn't have any chance at all to enter to that basketball team. Okay, now over here there's another example. We have five minutes. I'll try to explain it. I'll go as soon as I can to let's reach until I can reach. Okay, now this is the same thing. Now we have to keep this in mind. All economic decisions are cost benefit decisions. Okay, the sources are limited. Now over here the question is how to use limited time on Sunday afternoon. Usually on Sunday afternoon you don't want to do anything, but he has two options. He can either spending time playing video games, for instance, playing Fortnite, but he knows already that on Monday, he has a very important test of economics. And he really needs to study for economics, okay? So this is the dilemma, okay? He needs to decide how to do it. Now remember, marginal means additional. Marginal means additional, that extra hour that you put in something, okay? That's the marginal. Now over here, what I create is hour of gaming. The first column or decision could be marginal benefit and marginal costs. So I have to give them amounts over here. Now, let me finish the whole, this one. What I did is over here, 1 hour, for 1 hour, I would pay for that first hour, I would pay $25. Okay, for instance, that's an example. That is going to cost me 25 costs. Why? Because I'm really desperate. I really love play Fortnite, for instance. So I would pay $25 for only spend 1 hour. Now the second hour you're gonna feel so excited because you played already. So the second I would pay $20 and so on, 15, 10, and $5, okay? So now you have to create this chart. Now the marginal cost, what is gonna be the marginal cost? If I spend 1 hour, of gaming, I'm going to lose. The cost is to lose points in your test. If I spend only 1 hour and the rest I dedicate to study, I'm gonna lose 5 points and so on. If I dedicate 2 hours and the other 3 hours to study, you're gonna lose 10 points and so on until 75 points, okay? Now, after this, you need to create a graphic that tells you when you compare both, we're gonna call marginal, these are gonna be the lines, marginal benefits and marginal costs. And this one is gonna be my X. And these two columns are gonna be my Y. Okay, my Y's, this, okay? These are all my X. And we'll see it over here. Over here are my X. Over here in these lines, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Now over here in this X, en this Y, en la Y, acuérdense que están las X y estas son las Y, la Y. So over here, you're gonna replace it. In one time, you're gonna replace the marginal benefits and the marginal cost. Now, if we go back and we see the chart, we're gonna compare this column with the second column. I'm gonna get the marginal benefits. The marginal benefit is this one, marginal benefit. For 1 hour, I'm gonna pay $25. For 2 hours, I'm gonna pay $20. For 3 hours, I'm gonna pay 15 and so on. Now the other curve is gonna be this one with this one, the marginal cost. Over here. Now 1 hour over here is I'm gonna lose 5 points. 2 hours, I'm gonna put 10 points and so on. Then, according to this, the marginal benefit over here is greater than the marginal cost over here. Now if you reach this point, if you go over this point, now the marginal benefit, your benefit is gonna be less. So you have to be around this area, not around this area. Why over here is gonna cost you? Over here, because your marginal benefit, what you're really looking for is gonna be less, because it's gonna cost too much. So it's gonna be in this side to stay in this area, in this chart when I ask you to create this example. Guys, now what I want you to do and try to do tomorrow, or when do we have class? Tomorrow or next or third? Let me see. You are B. Okay, in 2 days. Yeah, you are B. Yes, in 2 days. So that's Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday, I'm gonna now I'm gonna. This is your assignment. You have to create this one, this chart, the same. You have to create the graphic. Okay, the graphic using this chart, the chart that belongs to Mark's decision marking grid. Okay. Now remember, this is gonna be your X, and then you have to compare this one with this Y, and the other line is gonna be with the other column. Oh, this is gonna be your marginal benefit and your marginal cost over here, and you have to create something like this. Okay. Are we clear? If you're not clear anyway, I'm going to load up the same explanation in the platform, okay?